Stick with us all weekend and into Memorial Day as we honor those who paid the ultimate sacrifice. Yes. We do it up big on Fox and Friends, as we always should. Now, speak of doing it up big, no one's ever accused President Trump of not going big. In this particular case, he has said he's empowered the Attorney General, Bill Barr, to say, hey, we want to know what happened in 2016 in that election, and if that includes declassification of intel documents, then you've got that authority. CIA, DNI, FBI, declassify what you deem to be appropriate. This was the president yesterday before he left for his trip in Japan.
For over a year, people have asked me to declassify. So what I've done is I've declassified everything. It's the greatest hoax probably in the history of our country, and somebody has to get to the bottom of it. This is all about what happened and when did it happen, because this was an attempted takedown of the President of the United States, and we have to find out. We're exposing everything. We're being, a word that you like, transparent. We're being transparent, and that's what it's about. Again, this should never, ever happen in our country again.
Yeah, he's making the point. If it happened once, it should never happen again.
Yeah, he sure is. And Adam Schiff, by the way, wasting no time responding with a tweet saying, while Trump stonewalls the public from learning the truth about his obstruction of justice, Trump and Barr conspired to weaponize law enforcement and classified information against their political enemies. The cover-up has entered a new and dangerous phase. This is un-American.
There's that cover-up again.
Yep. Also, and remember, this tweet, Representative Adam Schiff, December 17th, 2016. This is your flashback tweet. President Obama can and must declassify as much as possible about Russia hacking our elections. Rest assured, Trump won't. So now the question is, do you care about transparency or do you not? Consistency is a beautiful thing. Oftentimes we don't see that from our politicians, left and right, I will say. But in this case, it's very, very obvious. And in this age of social media, your stuff's out there, politicians. We're going to see it. If you're contradicting yourself, it's all out there. We're going to find it. We're going to see it. We're going to call you out on it.
It's also not just about hypocrisy. Really, I mean, the one thing that I think Americans are truly bipartisan on, and this isn't just a talking point, this is a thing I truly believe in, that is most Americans want transparency. Most Americans want a light shown on whatever issue of the day it is. And what happened here with Schiff is he's getting caught wanting it in some cases, but not in others. And that's a problem, because when you stand against transparency, it is a losing argument. And I think that is what you've got John Brennan, former CIA director. You've got James Clapper, former DNI, saying, no, we shouldn't do this now. But yet they, too, were wanting transparency before. We'll see where this goes.
They never expected this. Hillary Clinton was never supposed to win. This was never supposed to happen. When it did, they went all in on Russia. Then St. Bob Mueller came out with his report, and it didn't validate what they thought was going to happen. So now they're saying, no. And Clapper, Brennan, Comey, you're seeing these tweets, you're seeing their statements. They're panicked because now we're going to get a chance to look under the hood. And whether it's Bill Barr or Inspector Horowitz or the other guys involved with that power, we will find out whether the seeds of this were poisonous and what the agenda was and how high it goes. I mean, you've got the leader of the Democrats right now, Joe Biden, in that White House. Did he know anything? We have to ask that question and find out. And reporters in this town, other than this place, should care about it. But barely do.
Should care universally about transparency. If you cared about whether Russia was interfering in the election, which you should also care about what the origins of this investigation were. And now that you find that there was no conspiring with the Russians on the part of the Trump campaign, you have to wonder what led to all of this. There's a lot of taxpayer dollars that have gone into these investigations. And once again, you can't care about how much money went into the Benghazi investigation, but not care about how much money went into this investigation. Be consistent.